Hi, and welcome to Market Conversations. Just want to do a quick video on Alibaba. But before I continue, just want to let you know that I am not a financial advisor. This is just for entertainment purposes only. So Alibaba has been selling off for the last month. There's just no break for Alibaba. And it's not great when you see Alibaba is the only one that's red amongst all the other Chinese stocks. So if we take a look at let's go back to a 2-year chart. We can see that Alibaba went to a high of 120. This was just last month. And it couldn't break this very strong resistance because back in March of last year, it also hit 120, couldn't break it, and then again in July. And we can see that beginning of January, it gapped up. So there was a gap that I did mention that it might get filled, and it did. Rallied all the way up to 120, and now it's back down, unfortunately. And we can see that it is at a very strong support right now. So hopefully it can bounce back. And it's been red for over the past month. And if we take a look at the RSI, it is currently around 23. Can it go lower? Yes, it definitely can, because if we go back to here, this was March 16th of 2022. The RSI went to a low of 19. So it was extremely oversold. And then back in November, the stock went to a low of $58. So right now it's at $87.79. But I do feel that we are ready for a bounce. But when? Just don't know. That's why be very cautious when you're buying calls. And if you have shares, you might possibly want to consider hedging. And you can hedge by buying puts. So call options are very risky, especially with Alibaba, because the bid and ask price is very wide sometimes. So we take a look at the March 3rd expiration, which is this Friday. We can see that a lot of people are buying call options, and they're fairly cheap actually, because there's only a few more days of this week. But if the stock doesn't move in your favor, you're just going to lose a lot of value. So I highly suggest, if you are buying call options, go further out in time. And I would probably go for the July, even the June. Let's go see the August 18. You can see people are buying call options here. And we see that 4,000 volume traded for the 110 strike price. So nobody made money because the stock has been down. And right now it's going for 485. So people are expecting the stock to go to 110 or higher by August. Maybe. It did try to break above 120, just couldn't do it. And like I said, it is hitting a very strong support right now, and it's been dropping for the last 2 weeks. So we're ready for a bounce. If we take a look at the news here, it says Alibaba stock recovery has momentum. This is one potential risk. Analysts are increasingly upbeat about Alibaba stock in the wake of the group's quarterly earnings, which supported a narrative that the Chinese tech company's recovery is on track, but a familiar challenge may be returning. Shares in Alibaba lost almost half their market value in 2021 as Beijing cracked down the Chinese technology sector. Things were equally difficult in 2022. Regulatory pressure continued, while economic growth slowed on the mainland, battering Alibaba's bottom line. The end of last year brought some decisive changes. However, China shifted on COVID-19 policy, committing to reopening the economy, and officials signaled that they would ease regulatory pressures, including through cooperation with U.S. authorities. Analysts turned more bullish on Alibaba, helping the stock to rally 90% from a multi-year low reached in October to a peak in late January. But now the momentum has stalled. Alibaba stock is down almost 20%. The decline has come despite quarterly earnings last week that prompted some analysts to reiterate bullish views on the stock. Alibaba posted a higher profit than Wall Street expected and eked out sales growth in a quarter where Chinese lockdowns still weighed heavily. Among analysts, they have a target for the stock price. It's $143, and the stock right now is $89. And one of the analysts stated, we remain constructive on Alibaba, whose results show continued improvement in margins amid a tough demand environment. So the only best thing I can think of is just hold on to shares, because with Alibaba and all the other Chinese stocks, you just don't know when this thing is going to recover. And with options, there is an expiration date. Let me know if you guys are buying more Alibaba.